welcome to our show today. Me and Mikey here, and today we're going to be showing you one of our favorite books right here called Coraline. It is one of the New York Times best-selling books, and it's really amazing. I really like the story a lot. And, well, the front, the side, and the back, because libraries, bookstores not always sell them, or you can take them front cover. So, just in case, it's always good. Right, Mikey? Yeah! So, this is one of my favorite books because, well, it's a really interesting story, and I'll be explaining why. So, in this story, there is a main character called Coraline Jones, and she just moved into a new house, and so she kind of, explores. She's like an explorer. She loves to find out new things and to just look around the area. And so, in one of the parts of the story, we learn that her and her family just moved in, and that she has, how she explains it, crazy neighbors, because they're, so one of them is making a mouse circus, and he doesn't show it to anyone. He lives upstairs from the house, and he doesn't show his mouse circus to anyone. She's like, I don't believe that. And she goes downstairs. There's these two ladies that have dogs there, and well, they kind of argue a lot because they used to be they're still friends, but they used to be performers and stuff, and then they're like, no, I did better, no, you did, and then Coraline's just there, standing there awkward, just watching it, while they try to make the taffy, and the dog is just standing there with them. And so in the story, the main story, so after we got all the characters, so there's the mother, and the father, of course, and they're really busy with work and stuff, and so Coraline, she mostly takes her time to explore and stuff. And so when in the beginning of the book, Coraline is bothering her, not really bothering her parents, but asking them what she can do and stuff like that. And so the mother's busy, and then she says, just don't get dirty, because it was raining outside because it was full of mud. And the mom's just don't get dirty in the mud, and you can so stay at home practically. And then Coraline goes to bother her father, and so he's here you go. He gives her a pad and a pen. He's list everything that's blue, list how many windows and doors we have, and stuff like that. And then she listed it, and then she found this secret door in one of the rooms, and this is where the story really begins. Am I right? Yeah. And so this is where the story really begins. And so Coraline is asking her mom why, because the door is closed shut, and then the mother is fine, I'll show you what's inside of it. And then she the mother goes looking around with the key. She grabs a rustic key. She opens the door, and it leads to a brick wall. And she's see, it's just a brick wall. There's nothing there. Coraline's why is there nothing there? And the mother then explains because the house was one big house until they made it into apartments, and then they bolted they just closed the door up with bricks. And so Coraline's really intrigued. She's what could be through that door? And then later in the night, she kind of hears these voices saying for her not to go in there, and that she'll regret going in there. And those voices, I won't be saying what they are because they're really important in the story, and they really play a really important part in the story as well. And so Coraline, one of the nights, what happens is she opens the door. She's I'm gonna see what this is. She opens the door, and then when she goes, she it used to be a brick wall, right? But then when she opened it, it was a tunnel hallway-ish, and it leads to another door at the end. And so what happens is, she was interested. She's it wasn't this a brick wall or something? Am I daydreaming or night dreaming? Because it was in the middle of the night. And so she's am I just sleepwalking or something like that? And then she goes through it, and she opens the other door in the hallway corridor, and then appears before her was her mother, though it isn't her mother. It's her other mother. So she's didn't I just come from there? How am I in the kitchen? And then what happens is the mother, her other mother, explains to her that she has another mother, her, and has another place. So her home that she lives in here in the ordinary world is the same as the other world, or should I say the other world, because everyone, the other people are there. And so then they're kind of copies of the other person from the original world. And then she's kind of confused. And then in the story, she kind of likes the other world better because her parents in the original world, they kind of don't like, they're really busy with work and stuff, so they don't give her as much attention like the other mother and the other father do. What a surprise, am I right? And so in the story, she meets this cat in the real world, and well, before she like opens the door and stuff, she's like just like saying hi to the cat. And then on the other side, the one part is everyone in the other world has buttons for us. Isn't that just swell? And so Coraline's kind of weirded out because the button eyes are like real eyes. They act like real eyes, and it's kind of strange because, well, it's just kind of strange. And so what happens is, so she like wanders around the house, and the mother's like really, like, she cooks like this wonderful food for her and stuff like that. And she's like, hey, I like it much better here. And so then she kind of spends the night there and stuff. And then she's back to her original world. Like, she went to her bedroom in that world, which is like, she says it's much better than hers. And then she's back to her old room in the other world. And she's kind of confused because she's like, wasn't I just in the other world? And then she kind of like walks back and forth with the world. And then suddenly, after like she got really attached to the other world, she's like, okay, I really like it here, and I can just go back and forth whenever I want, am I right? Until the other mother says, and like when they're eating food with her, Coraline, her other father and mother, the mother gives her this little present, which when Coraline opens it up, it's these button eyes. The mother's like, you can stay here forever with us. All you have to do is just put these little button eyes into your, like, sew them into your eyes, and you can stay here forever. Coraline is kind of weirded out because, like, she has to sew the button eyes into her to stay in this other world, which she really enjoys and stuff, but then she wants to also be in her other world with her real family. And so Coraline's kind of weirded out. She says, she's like confused. She says, I'll think about it. The mother gives her a little bit of time, and then Coraline doesn't really want to. And then, like, with the cat doesn't have the button eyes, though he is from the original world. Like, the original cat from the other world, original world is also in the other world. And then he kind of helps her out. The mother kind of traps her in this mirror thing after Coraline kind of says no to the button eyes. And then she's like, well, the mother calls her disobedient in a way because she doesn't put the button eyes. And then locks her in a mirror, which she finds out where she has to like find these eyes of the children there. Not really eyes, they're more like toy balls. And so she has to find those to save her parents from the original world because the other mother stole them, so she can't really go back to the other world in a way without her parents. And so Coraline has to do this thing where she has to find these toy eyes to free her parents and to free the spirit kids, which the other mother capture them too. So the mother, in a way, kind of symbolics a spider, as if the other world is a web, and then she kind of takes the kids, right, into like a home, perfect home, and then kind of, you know, transforms into a spider lady in a way. And so Coraline has to really escape and really focus with the help of the cat. And so then Coraline just goes off into this adventure. If you guys, I really hope you guys enjoy this video because I really enjoy this book a lot. I really do. It's an amazing book. It's really fun, adventurous, and it's really, really amazing, suspenseful, and I just really recommend it to you guys because it was an amazing read. And so, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you guys check out this book just one more time. The front, the side, and the back. And, well, see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys read this book and really enjoy it because I didn't want to spoil it too much because it's, like, really, really amazing how the author really wrote the story to combine it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and see you in my next video, you guys. Remember to leave a like, subscribe or follow, and ding, 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 turn that notification bell to never miss a video. Bye!